Hello, everybody. Average Gamer here. Welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. So, in the last episode, we failed to go to the moon again, or the pole. Excuse me, sorry, I got the hiccups a little bit there. To the pole yet again, because that's how awesome I am. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to try and relaunch this vessel, just completely relaunch it. The reason why is because it should have made it to the pole if it wasn't for the ineptitude of the person controlling it. So here we go. We're gonna try for the pole immediately, right at the beginning of an episode, full throttle, in 3, 2, 1. So this one we're gonna do a little different. We're gonna try and go as vertical as possible, and then tilt over at about 20 kilometers. Maybe get into low orbit. We would have made orbit in the last one, no problem. Well, there is a bit of problem, and that was the lack of skill from the. Oh, we're getting too fast here. The lack of skill from the individual piloting said vessel. So, we're doing pretty good. Our apogee looks like it's going to be, what, 17? What is it? 18. Not bad, actually. Right, we're going to keep that going. So once again, at 20 kilometers an hour, we're going to tilt roughly to the 50. We're also at 20 going to cut our throttle down to a third. Oh, no, we're not. Here we go. We're going to tilt over to the 50. There we go. Yeah, now we're going down to a third. There we go. So I want to save on fuel. There we go. So we're at half fuel. We are losing speed a little bit. I don't mind. Main thing is our apogee is still rising. It'll hit 70, no problem. The more efficient our engine will be, or actually I think it's less efficient our engine is. Yeah, I think we're going to hit about 470 and then the speed should pause. Yeah, there we go. It's going back up now. It's not quite, I think it's the, I'm trying to remember the name of the vacuum. I think it's the one we have here. No. One we're probably going to unlock next is the one specifically designed for vacuum. Which reminds me, we're now at 55. So once our apogee hits, we'll say about 60, we're going to level it off to about the 20-degree mark, which is about now. Which is about now. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. We have, like, no control over this rocket. There we go. There we go. As close to horizontal as possible. We're going to cut our engine. We're going to hit M to bring up the map here. Okay, but that's more than we need to worry about. 24. I want to get it a little higher than 24. Okay, you know what? We're going to bring this up to 80, and then we're going to cut it loose. Boom, cut loose. Now, we're going to hit it. We're going to add a maneuver. And we're going to hit. We don't really want to hit orbit, but we do want to hit the pole. And I'm hoping that that will... That's where we need to go. So we've got a 29-second burn, which means we're going to burn at half of 9 is 4. So we're going to burn at about 14 seconds. And immediately our guy should start to tilt. right towards where we need to go. And we're going to burn now. We should have the fuel we need. If not, yet again, pilot error. Four, 3, 2. Oh, did we almost run out of fuel just as we got there? Okay. I'm actually slightly impressed at that. Question now is 46 should be enough. Gonna hit this and say add maneuver. Whoa! What just happened? That's kind of crazy. We're about here. I want to bring us in steeply. It's a 4-second burn, so I think we should have enough fuel to at least kind of get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the ×5 once we get close. Yeah, we don't have anything like RCS or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure we're pointing in the right direction. I mean, we're close enough. What I'm actually going to do, I should be able to say warp to here. Okay, we're slowly orbiting our target, which is no big deal to me. I am going to order that to go into hibernation for now. Turn it back on. Hey, do me a favor. Get back to where you need to go, please. I'm just watching our when we do our burn. That should theoretically, I can see us slowly getting closer to our target. And here we go. And there was our burn. So now what I'm going to do, pop that off. I'm going to... Actually, what? No. I'm going to order all our parachutes to go. We're also going to turn that off and say, I want you to point at prograde, please. That should slowly level itself out. We're definitely coming in over the poles at this point. This whole wiggle wobble should level out for us as we get them in closer. We're not going fast enough, I think, to really have any major issues with heat, but you never know. We are kind of coming in a little flat. I would prefer if we were more up like this. But, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put our in a hibernation, and hope that it just basically comes down itself naturally and just kind of slowly. Yeah, you can see the heat go up and down there. That's the science bay. Science bay should not be overheating. I don't think we're going to overshoot this. You can already hear us slowing down. I think it's once you hit about 12 is when the heat effects stop. We're at 179 for the ablator. I'm actually going to turn that on so I can see it. I'm going to pin it right there. $176. There we go. So it's 1400 is when it starts to is when the heat effects stop. You can see it's starting to level out a little bit more. So I'm not going to turn on the probe until we get closer. And once we see the white effects from the air, is when I'm going to put the gear down. So now. Boom! There she goes. SAS is off. I should have turned that off a while ago, but I didn't. I'm also going to try and... Oh, yeah, SAS on, I guess. Oh, that has to be turned on for me to be able to control it. Interesting. All right, so we're definitely going to come in over the pole here. What is that? It's just a little mark. Okay. Kind of like how it is here. Rut row. I thought the pole was naturally and mostly flat. Kind of looks like the Death Star from Rogue One. We might be coming in on a really not so flat spot here. Fortunately, this does not tell me our true, or up here doesn't tell me our true altitude. I'm thinking this might be flat. It's just that it's... No, it's not. On the bright side, the next level up from this rocket is going to get us into orbit, no problem, and probably basically just fling a probe at at the moon. Is what we're probably going to do. But on the bright side, looks like we are good to go. We have made it to the pole. We're basically just going to collect all the science experiments once we land, and then that's it. Does SAS still work? One more. I can't tell if SAS does work or not. I mean, it's definitely staying closer. Like, I can see the pitch being changed. But it's not... Is it affecting our power? If that goes to 0.79 before we hit the ground, then we know. That turning SAS on, but still putting the probe itself in hibernation, will actually take up power. So this is also a bit of a science experiment as well. So we can see if... We're actually really close. We're really close. Oh, we're going to hit hard. Oh, perfect. So SAS off. You are going to go in hibernation again. But we're going to do our science experiments. We're going to keep. I'm going to close that. We're going to open these doors here. We're going to log the pressure data. So remember, we want to get up to, I think it's 90 science. Log temperature data. Thank you very much. I want to observe the goo. Thank you very much. And electric charge. Alright, so our two batteries are not here. Good to know. They're completely and utterly missing. But we're going to recover the vessel. Puppy's going to stare up at me. And we earned 33 cents. We're 81. I think we only need 9 more, right? Yeah. Because once we get the external fuel ducts set up, I have the plan for the next rocket, which is actually going to be the P-3. So what I'm going to do is something a little cheap. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to set you up like that, except we're going to rotate the entire capsule like so. You're just going to be tacked on to the side. You're just going to be tacked on. And you're just going to be tacked on for now. And we're going to launch. So this should get us the 9 science that we need to unlock the next batch of fuel. Or those fuel lines. So observe the goo. Observe the bay. That guy's 15. That's got us 6. This should get us a good fair amount. That got 7. And then I can't find where the thermometer is. Thermometer right there. Log temperature data. That got us 4. And you might as well get a crew report. Keep that. You're going to do an EVA. You're going to do an EVA. And you're also going to take a surface sample. I'm going to take that. You're going to reboard. And we're going to recover the vessel. So that got us definitely more than we needed. That got us 58 science. So we're going to unlock, obviously, the fuel systems. Kabunk. That leaves us with 50. Now, I do want solar panels for long-term flight, which means I'm going to hold off on spending any more science, because I don't think... You get struts, which we don't need to worry about yet. So electronics is the main thing we want to go to next, because we want to get these panels. And that takes 90 science. So, because once we do that, I can run around the science center and collect everything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to design. I'm going to open up the P2. We're going to load it. And we're going to create the P3. What the P3 is going to be is actually something very simple. It's the P2, but just with 4. And the plan here, we know we don't have the battery power at this point to do much. So basically this whole rocket here, see, we do have the batteries. They're right there. What this thing is actually going to do now is be our first actual probe. Wait, don't I have structures? Command and control won't be too bad. I'll pop that right there, but structural, yeah, right there. Boom. Like so. And batteries, we're going to do times 4. Like so. So this is going to be obviously our very first probe. We're also gonna change. Do I have the better engine yet? Yeah, I do. Perfect. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. I'm trying to remember where fuel tanks are. Yeah, here we go. So from you, you're all gonna go in there. And we're gonna have all 5 of these engines go at the same time. And what's gonna happen is these 4 outer engines will actually feed the inner engine. Now, what I can do, actually, now that I'm looking at this, is actually say, I want you to do times 2. Thank you. And you're going to go from... Oh, that's not going to work. I don't remember what the undo button is. Nope. But I want you gone. And I have to do this as a times 2. Perfect. And these ones are going to go from here into there. Thank you very much. But I'm not actually going to do that yet. Now this one, I'm going to Alt-click it and add it in like so. So this goes from here into here. This goes from here to there. And there should now be 2 of them. Perfect. And then this one should go from here to there. Perfect. So now we got to make sure we get our staging right here, because this is going to be pretty dang hard. So first off, all 5 engines go. Then these 2 have to go, because these engines feed into these engines, which feed into this engine. And that should get us a moon, or a rocket into very good orbit. I'm gonna need to... You're not coming back. So, I'm gonna need a better antenna. These Omni ones are good for low altitude, but I don't think we'll need it. But this one here is something we're gonna need. There we go. I'm gonna set our first action group, which will be simple. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's that. Huh. You're gonna be extend. So custom group 1, which I forgot about, is doing all our science tests. The goo, the press mat, the logging of everything, and there we go. And basically, it's going to go up. We're going to go pretty much as close as we can. I'm not too interested in hitting the moon at this point. I just want to lob this thing just out of Kerbin and just get it flying out there. Being our first deep space probe, it's not coming back. It doesn't really need much. I just want it to get out there, so I know I can in the next... Well, actually, this is what we're going to do in the next episode, but so I know in the future episode, beyond that, I can then aim for the moon. I want to know if this thing actually just has the ability to go out there. So, get some deep space telemetry for us, basically. And also testing my rudimentary staging system here. So this is the P-3. We're going to launch it. Then... hopefully this will help us get the science that we need to then unlock the next stage of science stuff. So solar panels, which we can then properly send out an actual probe. So we're going to go full throttle on this puppy, and we're going to launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our first deep space probe with a limited lifespan is up. You can see here that all 5 engines are burning at a different rate. Our first engines are almost out of fuel. Now, that's how I can tell if this is already not working, because this engine here should be full, but it is not. We're starting to get air effects, so we're going to go down to 2/3 throttle. Now you'll see there that it actually went back to full, which is good for us. Here, we're just aiming up. We want to get through we want to just get through, get out of here, and go. So once again, we're not particularly aiming for the moon. We just want to get out of here. How dark is it for you guys? Yeah, it's pretty dark. So we are going to still aim for the 90, though. Still want to kind of launch it on the plane of where things go. We're also going to do a little bit of a twist. And we're going to stop the twist right there. There we go. Just so that when these things pop off, they'll fall off properly. And there they go. There we go. So right now our apogee is 70. 71, 77. I'm actually going to aim it up a little higher. I should have aimed it up a little higher, but I didn't earlier. Going to try to push this to about 90. But then we're going to stop and we're going to hold it. We're also going to extend, if I can show you guys. You can kind of see it right here. Boom. She's now extended. 80. 82. We're still only at 2/3 throttle. We're officially in space. I'm now going to hold the SAS where it is. Once we hit 90, we're going to... Oh, it's starting to actually push it a lot faster now. Perfect. I'm actually going to hit the button here to do all our science. I'm going to hit our button to do all our science. And look at that. We actually have the ability. I'm going to cut the engines for a split second. Material study. So this is inoperable. It's 25 science. I'm going to transmit that. So keep our electric charge up. Temperature scan. I'm going to transmit. Pressure scan. I'm going to transmit. And mystery goo. We're going to transmit. Yeah, I think we're going to go. So now we're going to hit full throttle. And we're going to try to push, well, our apogee pretty much as high as it'll go. (102), 103, 104, 105. I'm now going to cut our engine real low. Hit this and say maneuver, and basically just go. So I'm going to say aim for me. I'm going to cut our engines real quick, and I'm going to go to ×5 speed right when we get there, and ×5 speed. So we're actually almost at the spot we need to be at. So that's actually, let's just do it. Basically, I just want to burn now until we run out of fuel at this point. Remember, once again, power's not an issue. We're actually earning fuel as we go. Later on, we'll if we can't unlock solar panels at this point, reset. Everything we get from now on is just stuff that is science that we can recoup. So we're going to do basically the pressure gauges, or what are the two science things again? The pressure scan and the temperature scan. There we go. So we're officially at 191. I want to go further. Why is this engine not on? Oh, because those were on different... Yeah, so this thing is way more efficient in a vacuum. So I'm going to burn until we get to about half the fuel. And actually, I might not even do that. I want to get to maybe halfway to the mun. Now, once again, this thing's not coming back by any sense of, well, anything really. I like how the rocket only sounds like it's coming out of my left ear. Let's say half is about here. So That's close enough. It's actually more like 2/3. But, no big deal. We're going to try for science again. No, nope. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to there. There we go. 25 science and 16 science. There we go. And now we're going to warp all the way over to here. Actually, what I'm going to do, as a practice maneuver, I'm going to try... Whoa! So I'm going to try and maybe get to the moon? Or at least get near it. Is there even a chance I'm even going to be able to hit it? And no big deal. That's 7 point... Oh, they said 7.2. 2.4. No, I want this as circular as possible. 5. 7 and 7.3. Whoops, going the wrong way. Whoop. Wow. There we go. Aim towards our target, please. So we have a 33-second burn. So we're going to burn at about, usually I say 15, but we'll burn at 16 seconds. So I'm just going to right-click like so. I'll click here and say warp to next maneuver. We're at 700 power. There we go. So we're going to burn at 16. Oh, didn't hit the right button. No. So that's not going to be a circular orbit. We do not have mech jet. I was hitting the button thinking it's going to work, it's going to burn. Well, yeah, no. Obviously, it's not going to be circular, but what are you going to do? Doesn't have an alternator, I guess, on this engine. Or it does, but we're just burning. There we go. Oh, that's pretty close. 7.2. So, wow! That was actually way closer than I thought it would be. There we go. So now what I'm going to do... Done. And we're just going to reset those experiments, and we're done. This is our first deep space probe. Didn't do much. Like I said, its main job was just a proof of concept. This thing can get to the moon. No problem. And then get an orbit of the moon. But we need solar panels, so that obviously we don't run out of power when we get there. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. And in the next episode, we're going to hit this thing. We're going to get so close. The plan is to get within 7,000. An altitude of 7,000. Maybe 8. I can't remember what the highest peak is around the equator, but we're going to get really, really close. And we're going to put a probe in orbit around the moon. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.